The greatest tool you and I have as people. This is what makes us unique beyond every other living being entity that has a heartbeat on this planet. Every other animal, every other germ, every other specimen. I don't care what's out there that's a living organism. What makes you and I unique is whatever we put our time and our focus into grows. Time and focus are the most two valuable tools we have as people.
Why are you here? What's your reason for being? Why do you get up in the morning? Most people don't have a clue. I think we have to reflect on, who am I? Why am I here? What drives me? If I died today, what 3 words would I want said about me? What is it that defines me? And how do I define myself? Most people allow their circumstances to define them.
There's people in the world that have skills and strength and talent that I will never have. You can be whatever you want to be as long as you want it bad enough. Those are not true. They're fairy tales. We all have limitations. I don't have the right genetics to be an Olympic champion sprinter or a whatever sport you want to name. Now, sure, if I trained my whole life, perhaps I could have achieved some high level in those sports, but I can tell you I do not have the DNA to be the best in the world in those categories. Does that mean that I give up? Does that mean that I quit? Of course not at all. It means that I'm going to try to be the best that I can be. The strongest, the fastest, the smartest. The smartest human that I can become.
We're living in a time where we have, in our lifetime, seen someone go from prison to president of a country in South Africa, where President Barack Obama, who was raised in a single-family household, an African-American male, became the most powerful man in the world. So what we know is that anything's possible. Each of us can achieve far beyond our horizons and in avenues of life we have never explored. But most people settle in and accept things in life as it has been given to them. In order to do something you have never done, you've got to become someone you've never been. We all have greatness within us. But greatness is not our destiny. It is a choice that we have to make consciously to put ourselves outside of our comfort zones, to stretch and to develop ourselves and have in our environment people we can learn from and grow from that will hold us to a higher standard and that will always challenge us to go higher. I don't focus on what is it that's terrorizing me. I focus on what is it I want to accomplish. And I see myself achieving the victory. I see myself living from the dream, living from that place that I'm reaching for in my mind. I think that the people that are discovering how to unleash their greatness are people who have the mental resiliency and the courage to face failure, that you will fail your way to greatness. That most people allow their fear of failure, 80%, allow their fear of failure to outweigh their desire to succeed. When you're willing to fail again and again and again, when you make up your mind to become unstoppable, when you make up your mind to become a no matter what person, then that will then give birth to a part of yourself that you don't know right now. And maintaining a spirit of optimism and challenging yourself and learning from your mistakes.
The elite performers look at time and use time completely differently than the people who perform at an average level. So let's start out. The first thing I want to tell you about people who win, who max out, they are in a much bigger hurry than the people who are average. And I'm not kidding you when I say this. They're in a bigger hurry to get to their destination, to get to their outcome. Their pace is faster. They walk faster. They talk faster. And their expectation when they're going to arrive at their destination is sooner. How big of a hurry are you in? Because there's something to be said about how close you think you are to a goal and how fast you will run to get to the finish line.
If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, your life will be easy. Life is a fight for territory. And once you stop fighting for what you want, what you don't want will automatically take over. And so it's a fight, it's a challenge in life every day.
They aren't going to see your vision unless you do the work. Put your life into that vision and make it a reality for the entire world to see. So stop wasting time. Stop listening to me right now. Stop and go out and do the work to bring that vision to life.
Changing is not easy. Changing your life, changing habits, reinventing yourself, picking yourself up after life has knocked you flat on your back. Most people suffer from arrested development. They stop developing themselves, they stop growing, they stop reaching, and they literally settle in and accept life as it comes at them. Einstein said the imagination is the preview of what's to come. And so we can bypass the things that will cause us to be afraid by looking at and being focused singly on the things that we're going for.
Make good choices. Good things happen.
When you get outside of what's familiar, what's comfortable, what feels right, and put yourself in a position beyond your comfort zone, that will give birth to a part of yourself that you don't know right now. Because in order to do something you have never done, you've got to become someone you've never been. We all have greatness within us. But greatness is not our destiny. It is a choice that we have to make consciously to put ourselves outside of our comfort zones